Rob Perillo.
Welcome back and happy Memorial Day weekend. Remember the reason why we are celebrating this weekend for all our heroes that have put their lives on the line for us, and got to remember that each and every Memorial Day for sure. Weather-wise, we are looking at warm and humid conditions, a pretty good scattering of showers and storms across the area. That's going to continue over the next several days. In fact, we have a pretty wet forecast for the next 10 days. No day looking like a complete washout, but there'll probably be a few in there. So a wet pattern ahead, so don't set your expectations too high for nice weather for the next week. Maybe 2 weeks. Sometimes we get in these patterns that last for quite a while, but we'll see subtle day-to-day differences. Active storms to the west, all the way up through the high plains, all the way up through the Dakotas, and then over by Chicago. And then closer to home, we have a good scattering of showers and storms where they were most prominent yesterday, mainly eastern Louisiana into Mississippi. But we see some pretty strong action during the course of the day today. Some locally heavy storms and localized flooding on the other side of the Atchafalaya Basin. A couple of small storms close to home that were pretty hefty, but things are winding down. Do see an isolated cell here that's just passed through the Kinder area, moving northward through Allen Parish, and a shower showing up in the last 15 minutes or so from the north side of town Lafayette along I-10 over toward the Poche Bridge area. This is going to be affecting Breaux Bridge, our friends up at Gecko, and perhaps Cecilia with time. So a little bit of a shower activity, but you can see that shower popping up and then already winding down. And this is a pattern where we see daytime showers and storms across the area, but as soon as the sun goes down, it's quiet, it's tropical, it's partly cloudy, you have a little bit of a southeasterly breeze, and that's what we'll see through tomorrow morning. And then you'll see a few storms setting up offshore, and then when they are offshore at 7 o'clock in the morning, they usually migrate inland. We'll see that tomorrow afternoon. The NAM model a little bit more aggressive on the scattering of showers and storms, so we'll keep rain chance at about 50 to 60%, so half of us see some moisture, the other half don't, and then maybe a couple of locally heavy downpours. Today we had a few cells that could have produced pea-sized hail, but no reports, but that's certainly a possibility again tomorrow. Quiets down through Monday morning, and then Monday afternoon we do it all over again, repeat and rinse, and maybe a little bit better coverage on the shower and thunderstorm activity Monday, and that trend continues as we go into next week. Looking at the Euro model, two areas of interest: a weak upper level low that's going to be impacting us from the west, and then a little bit of a surface low that's developing with the storms in the eastern Gulf of Mexico. That's going to hammer Florida over the next few days. Meanwhile, weak upper level, weak surface low stays around here for day in and day out, so we're going to see the daily dousings, scattered showers and storms, maybe a break here on Thursday, but can't buy that quite yet, and then that low just meandering around. So right now we don't look at severe weather, but we could have a strong storm or two. We're not looking at flooding, but some days we're going to get a good soaking, and that is a possibility in some isolated spots. So that's the way it goes with typical thunderstorms in the summertime across Acadiana. Rainfall, some folks seeing no rain, other an inch, and then there will be a few spots that may catch 3 or 4 inches wherever storms are most prevalent. So we've got to keep an eye on the storms, but not a serious flood situation. So rain's tapering this evening. We're seeing that. It's going to be warm and humid, 74 the low, 89 the high tomorrow again, with a scattering of primarily afternoon showers and storms. And as we move, read it and weep, as we go through this 10-day forecast, we got pretty high rain chances for the bulk of the next week, maybe toning down closer to normal beyond, but count on those daily showers and storms for the next week to 10 days, if not more. That's it for weather. We'll be right back right after this.